Hello, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom all over the world. My people, I am here once more today to talk about our leaders' court hearing. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your location. Fellow Biafrans, we have to continue. We are not going to give up until we are finally free. Join me from wherever you are watching so that we will continue. Biafra is our nation, our religion, and we have to continue to evangelize. Join me, wonderful Biafrans, so that we will continue to let the world know that Nigeria government must leave us and should take all their terrorist group away from our land. Fulanis are not part of that region. They came from Sahel. So, fellow Biafrans, join me this evening so that we will discuss about the way ahead, especially our leaders' court hearing today. So, before I continue, let me play our usual jingle.
Tell me what we do, everybody want to kill us. They want to take what belongs to us. We they love our neighbors, so we they love ourselves too. So it is written in the holy book. You find a channel, Biko God, Onyolu welu monu, na mera dido, Onyolu welu monu, Oyo, Chukwu kikele, Anina bogi, The time is now. We want to go. Remember your promise. Shut up. They are holding our lead. Mazin Africa. Now it's Prime Minister. Mazin Simoni. We shall rise and defend our land. The land of rising sun is our home.
Yes, my people, wonderful Biafrans, join me from wherever you are watching so that we will continue. This is one of the Breji platforms where we bring you authentic information. Wonderful Biafrans, today our leader was in court, so I have a prayer that he started. Let me use it for today.
Listen, as long as we preach this very gospel, Chukwukika must be with us. Therefore, without any further hesitation, we must proceed to offer every prayer to Chukwukika Abiyama who resided in heaven. Therefore, as we always commence, not from today, but from of old, our Father who art in heaven, Nani Kebine Libe, Kahagedin Song, that your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every glory unto thee, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us. Every blessed day you demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting mercy that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee. All over this very planet that you created, they are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet where they inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening, this gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation as only you ordained. That this very gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. My goodness me, I want to remain in the spirit because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have spilled, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, O Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day. Jukwa Biama believe we're whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth, to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the BBOs, the Ison, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoko. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time.
Amen.
All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. I had in Sosine Bigabirone. He said,
He said,
my name is Namdekano. I am the leader of indigenous people of Biafra all over this very planet, I tell you. I lead indigenous people of Biafra IPOB. So,
thank you, my people. We have been listening to our leader. Today was his court hearing. Let me play this video, and you will see the reason why they don't want to release him. Because our leader's presence is always carried to the enemies. And who are the first set of our enemies? Our own brothers in politics, being used by the Fulani, who have no tribe in that zone. The Fulanis, they are fighting to be in control of the whole region. The Biafra region, the Hausa region, and the Oduduwa. We have nothing like Fulani, but they are pushing it. Just to remind Biafrans, today sit at home in solidarity to our leaders' court hearing. it went very, very well. And there's going to be another sit at home on the 2nd, which will be next Friday, when he will also be in court, and on the 6th of May. So let's listen to our leader.
They know it very well. And I suspect that some people in government are complicit. They are making money with insecurity. They're making money with it. They know in 2 minutes this nonsense will stop. Who is the idiot? Who is the bagger?
Yes, he said that he knows that they are making money with insecurity. Those who do not want him to come out, they don't want him to come out. Look at Enugu State. The Fulani foot soldiers have driven away all the people in Ihamufu. Ihamufu is at Nsukka. Nsukka is under Enugu State. But the governor there is not doing anything. In Imo State, there is nothing happening. Hope Uzodinma has completely sold Imo State to the Fulanis. The governor of Edo State, all our politicians, they are very complicit, as our leader said here. Let's continue to listen to him.
That will speak when I'm talking. Who is the fool? Who is the idiot? I ask. That I give an order in the east and any idiot will counter it. Who is the bastard? I'm asking.
Yes, as he's saying, who is the bastard or who is the idiot that can talk when he is talking? The fear of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is the reason why the governors of Southeast are not saying anything about his release. They want him to remain there. June this year will be 5 years that Onyendu has been sitting there. Yet they are bringing another judge to start the case all over again, to tell you the character of Nigeria. But when they get the Fulani bandits, their leader will be found at Shetima's house. I will play the video that confirms that. That's why they don't want our leader to come out, because his name alone scares them. The way he's talking here, listen to him.
So, sir, nobody can.
Sir, are you against?
No. Who's the idiot? Form of violence or insecurity in the southeast in the name of IPOB is wrong, and they know. Let me come out of this nonsense, this mess. 2 minutes only. Only 2 minutes. I guarantee you. And at the peace everywhere in the east, not the entire south. Huh?
Yes, he said that if he comes out, only 2 minutes is what it will take for him to restore peace in the southeast. But my people, there is nobody causing insecurity in the southeast. Listen to this lady, because they will be detaining Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, telling you about insecurity in the southeast. Let's listen to this lady.
When this insecurity was too much in the southeast, I'm based in Lagos. For our group, we have different departments and we have media departments. So we decided to come and cover it and to find out what is actually happening. But when we came around to cover the insecurity, we discovered that 90%, I'm sorry to say, of the insecurity in the southeast was caused by the military. I won't apologize for saying it, but they would have shot me at Osum.
She said that when she came from Lagos, she's obviously from Imo State, where they call Imo State, that she came to investigate what causes insecurity in the southeast. And what did she find? She discovered that the military are the cause of insecurity in the Southeast. The same Southeast that they accused our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu of causing insecurity. The same Southeast Musa and his cohorts accused our PM of causing insecurity. But a very good woman of substance, a woman that feels concerned about what is going on in Biafra land, she is now talking. I will not talk about what goes on in other parts of the zoo, but I will only touch them in reference to make the world who are listening to understand that Nigeria has been destined, planned, orchestrated, and set going by those who want to Islamize and Fulanize Nigeria. And these are the Fulanis. You can imagine everything happening in Nigeria. Think of where another country invades Nigeria or wants to fight Nigeria. Is this how they are going to handle it? This is not how they are going to handle it. They will handle it differently. But no, they are not. Let's listen to our sister.
That time. So when we came, and on Monday, we decided to cover the sit at home proper. So when I have my driver, I have my car, so I moved with my driver. So when we came to Olu, that's near Banana Junction, we discovered that place was, closed up by the military. So I had to come down because I have a newspaper outfit. So I have my ID card. So I approached the militaries. Even when they saw me approaching them, they were like even their faces. And I greeted them. I said, "Oga, why did you block Julie?" I said, "Who are you to answer that question?" Without the harassment. And I showed them my card. I said, "Unfortunately, I'm a media person, and we are here to cover the sit at home because we realized that you said IPOP is sit at home and they're enforcing sit at home. But with the look of things, you are the one enforcing the sit at home because I know that before you came, there was nothing like this insecurity. Let's be honest to ourselves. Before the militaries were moved to Southeast, we didn't have it this bad. So you were brought here to relax the sit at home. Not that there were clashes within the sit at home, but for you to relax it so that people will start coming out. Now that you are blocking the road, it's like you are helping to now enforce the sit at home. So when I now flashed my car, they now ran inside. So out of anger, I moved those things on the road. And then I drove past. I covered the whole of Southeast. When you approach their checking points, they look more deadly than any criminal, even armed robbers you meet on.
When you approach military checkpoints, they look more deadly. These are the criminal terrorists repented that Shetima and his group have thrown into the army, and they will send them to Southeast. And they will turn around because that is modus operandi of Nigeria Fulanis. They will tell you that it is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that it is Simon Ekpa causing insecurity. This lady has clearly described the situation in the Southeast. This is the situation in Southeast. Fulani is causing insecurity in the Southeast. That's what is making the governors to keep our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Whereas Shetima was able to cover the man who is the leader of the terrorists in his house when he was a governor. Let me prove that to you, because those of you watching may not be here when I play this video. Let me bring the video and you will see and hear it by yourself that what is happening in the whole country, in the whole region, is not insecurity caused by an individual, but caused by the government themselves. This was caused by the government themselves. You know? That's why they don't want to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Listen to this lady now and hear what she has to say.
One that is actually senile, and another person that has been associated on several occasions with funding terrorism. That is Kashim Shettima. Kashim Shettima, we should not forget Kabiru Sokoto. Kabiru Sokoto was one of the most wanted terrorists, and he was found and arrested in his house.
Have you heard it? Kabiru Sokoto is the leader of terrorists, and he was a wanted man, but he was hidden by Kashim Shettima when he was a governor in Borno State. Today, he is the vice president of Nigeria. But the Southeast governors, criminals in nature, criminality in everything they do. They are the ones who are detaining our leader. Like the case came up again today, after 5 whole years that our leader has been incarcerated. They are starting the case all over again, just to be delaying him and nothing more. But you have heard this lady, Ajiana Jatu, that's her name. She was an APC woman working with Kashim. But she has this to say. She's an APC before she decamped and joined Atiku in PDP, when she said that she can no longer bear the way APC people conduct affairs. That's why she's outspoken now, telling the world that someone who is very senile, listen to her again.
Someone that is virtual, and another person that has been associated on several occasions with funding terrorism. That is Kashim Shettima. Kashim Shettima, we should not forget Kabiru Sokoto. Kabiru Sokoto was one of the most wanted terrorists, and he was found and arrested. Let us understand.
One of the most wanted terrorists. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is neither a sponsor of terrorism nor a wanted terrorist. But they have been detaining him since 2021. Hello, Ekpa the Great. Thank you for joining us. My wonderful sister, Chinenye, thank you again for joining. And Uche Enegido, I love you guys. Biafra is here, but we are just having a little setback by our enemies, the Fulanis, enemies of the whole region in that West Africa. So they are detaining our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, simply because he is calling for Biafra. They cannot. Fulanis, let me tell you people something. The Fulani man believes that he was born to rule. We are the ones born to rule, and we must rule. They cannot come near our land without Ibufanozu. And that is exactly what is happening. These days, they send their repented Boko Haram in uniform with all their 50 armored tanks and our BLA, great angels, they will demolish everything with Ogbunigwe. Let them come now. We will continue to deal with them woto woto. We are just here to let the world know. They cannot do anything near Biafra land. They are trying, but they will fail. Because my leader, Onyendu Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, whose hearing was today, he has said it. He is our prophet. Anything our leader prophesies on, it does come to happen. It will come to pass. So I am very confident. Because of that word from Onyendu, that is why I am strong doing this. Because everything Onyendu prophesied on has come to pass. The only thing remaining now is this one, and it will come. God wants to just comb everywhere, show the world that Fulanis are the terrorists and not Biafrans. We are freedom fighters, and it is our right. It is our fundamental human right to be free. They can't deny us that. So let me continue to play the voice of our sister who is confirming that insecurity in Biafra land is caused by the military. And these military are no other than those repented Boko Haram in the army. Let's continue to listen to her. She says she's from Lagos.
What is actually happening? But when we came around the insecurity, we discovered that 90%, I'm sorry to say, of the insecurity in the southeast was caused by the military. I won't apologize for saying it, because they would have shot me at Osumu.
Exactly. We are not the kind of people that apologizes to go.
But on Monday, we decided to cover the sit at home proper. So when I have my driver, I have my car, so I moved with my driver. So when we came to Olo, that near Banana Junction, we discovered that place was, closed up by the military. So I had to come down because I had a uniform outfit. So I have my ID card. So I approached the militaries. Even when they saw me approaching them, they were like even their faces. And I greeted them. I said, "Oga, why did you block you? I said, who are you to answer that question, without the harassment?" And I showed them my card. I said, "Unfortunately, I'm a media person."
You see, she asked them simple question politely. They said to her, "Who are you to ask them that type of question?" Do you know that in the UK, where I live, police, nobody can enter your house. They have right to come and knock. They will knock on your door, and you can be asking them questions through the door before you open it. If they did not give you satisfactory answer, you have right to close your door and they will have to go back. But this one in the zoo, you ask a policeman or a military man question, he will ask you, "Who are you?" So before them, you have no right. You are not a human being to open your mouth and ask questions. All these tiny rats, all over Africa, that Fulani in the zoo have gone to employ to come and work for them. I will play another video for you where you will see that 100 and something Fulanis from all these other African countries, they were brought to Yoruba land and Omoteko apprehended them yesterday. I will play the voice. So let's continue to listen to this, our sister.
And we are here to cover the sit at home because we are realized that you said IPOP is sit at home and they are enforcing sit at home. But with the look of things, you are the one enforcing the sit at home, because I know that before you came, there was nothing like this insecurity. Let's be honest to ourselves. Before the militaries were moved to Southeast, we didn't have it this bad. So you were...
Yes. I welcome you, my darling sister Diane. Thank you so much for joining us. Wonderful Chibike, thank you so much. My people, don't forget to click the like button so that more people will be alert and notified. Today, our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, went to court, and you all are aware of when our leader was abducted illegally from Kenya. They are no longer talking about that. This man have spent 4 whole years going to the 5th year, and they are now still starting his case all over again. They are starting his case afresh. Our leader is not a terrorist. He's only a freedom fighter. He's not a violent man. You can never tell anybody, oh, I have seen Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with God or with anything that takes human life. But now, they called him a terrorist. The same thing they called our PM, a terrorist, that he is terrorizing Southeast. That's why I am playing this video. Because the video of Onyendu that is talking about insecurity in the Southeast. And this lady is telling you that before the military came to the Southeast, we had nothing called insecurity. Who is making it insecure? It was Hope Uzodinma, the sellout man. He was the one that started bringing, and David Umahi, all the Southeast governors who have sold their soul to the devil. They are the ones causing insecurity. That's why I brought Ajia's video, to let the world know that a man who was the most wanted terrorist was found in the house of Shetima when he was a governor. And that man is not detained anywhere. He is free, moving around, while our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who was merely asking for freedom of his people, have been detained. Each time they will go and call a judge. Now it is a Yoruba judge. All the ones Binta Nyako failed in bringing our leader down to a level. So this one now, he has adjourned the case to Friday. Hello, Irene. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining. Wonderful people. I appreciate all of you. So let me now continue to play the voice of this, our sister, because she is narrating her experience with all this Boko Haram in the military, in uniform. Repented Boko Haram called military.
Brought here to relax the sit at home. Not that there were clashes within the sit at home, but for you to relax it so that people will start coming out. Now that you are blocking the road, it's like you are helping to now enforce the sit at home. So when I now flash my car, they now run inside. So out of anger, I moved those things on the road. And then I drove past. I covered the whole of Southeast. When you approach their checking point, they look more deadly than any criminal, even armed robbers you meet on the road. The way they approach, the way they harass.
You have all heard it. Because of that insecurity and the way they are constantly and continuously detaining our leader, that's why I got this woman's video to remind the world that the most terrorist was found in Shetima. Here is from her once more, and I will play another video.
Someone that is virtually senile and another person that has been associated on several occasions with funding terrorism. That is Kashim Shettima. Kashim Shettima, we should not forget Kabiru Sokoto. Kabiru Sokoto was one of the most wanted terrorists, and he was found and arrested in his house. Let us understand and let us not forget, this terrorism, this banditry, this carnage is not just happening by mistake. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. A multi-billion dollar industry because it takes a lot of money on defense budget. It has a lot to do with the sale of drugs, with mining and illegal bunkering and illegal and illicit mining. And look at the areas that are generally affected by this. Take the Northeast, for instance.
Yes, she said you should take cognizance of the areas affected by terrorism. Let me tell some of us this. Do you know that these people are very, very calculative in what they are doing? They can, anywhere you see them fighting to occupy, or where they are already occupying, that place there's mineral there. Why are they doing that? They are doing it because Western world is their target. Western world will think that they are doing pali-pali with these people. No, my people. Western world, you should know that you are the target of these terrorists. You are supporting them. You are giving them Tucano jet and Tucano aircraft. You are giving them everything. They will come after you. They are fighting to maintain their hold on us in our area. Yes, they are now occupying Zamfara, where there is gold and diamond. They are occupying Zambisa forest, where they have californium. Californium is even worth anything you can say, more than gold. Yes. Yes, my said there is no offense in self. Yes. Yes. My sister said there is no offense in itself, determination anywhere in the world. Yeah, it's only in Nigeria that a ghost can witness in their court. What a shame. Yeah, on Nigeria jurisdiction. Oh, Nigeria has no jurisdiction. It's just, I am not happy that Onyendu is going through all this. But that's Nigeria for you. No jurisdiction. The court, the competent court, high court, where they have said that this man, Nigeria court jurisdiction over him based on national and international rule of law. And Nigeria being part of UN, the United Nations Charter, is because UN is international law itself. They are signatory to that. But Nigeria can never obey any rule of law. UN also told them, release this both on humanitarian grounds and on legal grounds. But Nigeria will never do it. Nigeria is not with any rule of law. What are we doing with them? Dear friends, we want free. We want to leave them. We don't want to have anything to do with Nigeria. We were Biafrans before 1914 amalgamation. Oduduwa was Oduduwa before amalgamation. Hausa was Hausa before the amalgamation. Fulanis just came, the minority that wants it. How do they think it will be possible for them? Let's say that Hausa have granted them everything that they wanted. giving them land, allowed them for so many years. But the basic thing now is that no Nigerian person or no Hausa person or Yoruba person or Igbo person in Biafra land that wishes to continue in this relationship with the Fulanese. What? You understand? No one wants to be associated with the Fulanese because the original people that they came, where they came from, the Arabs, they don't want them. They don't want them. Yes, they are violent nature. Nobody wants them. Nobody wants these people.
And they know it very well. They know it very well. And I suspect that some people in government are complicit. They are making money with this security. That's correct. They are making money with it.
Yes.
They don't know the country outside. In 2 minutes, this will stop.
Yes.
Who is the idiot? Who is the bagger? I will speak when I'm talking. Who is the fool? Who is the idiot? I ask. That I give an order in the east, and any idiot will counter it. Who is the bastard? I'm asking you.
That's why they don't want him. The governors, this is the reason why the governors don't want Onyendu out. This is why they don't want him out. They believe that if this man comes out, we, the governors, in fact, the sit at home alone is scary to them. Let alone the man for whose sake they are sitting at home, which is Onyendu. Onyendu is a world power man. 1 million man. Let's listen to what one of our brothers said concerning Onyendu's hearing today.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining me in this video. Today remains April 29th, being Tuesday, 2025. Now, the current lead counsel to Nnamdi Kanu's legal team, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Kanu Agabi, has stated that according to the proceedings of the court, the scheduled days, on the 2nd, that is on Friday here this week, there will be a cross-examination on the mass witnesses. So those people came to testify and present their document. They said it's, the Nnamdi Kanu. They will cross-examine them. Okay, they will ask them questions and so on and so forth. But before we go forward, there is something I want to draw your attention to. Both those who are supporting Nnamdi Kanu and those who are against Nnamdi Kanu, the truth remains that there is no gun recovered from Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu have never been seen with a gun. Nnamdi Kanu have never been seen with even a knife. Nnamdi Kanu have never been, held responsible for any attack. All right. Now, the crime the federal government said he committed is because of the broadcast he did in London. And again, the question remains. Anyway, we're expecting a lot of questions on Friday. Okay. The question remains, where did he commit, or where did he broadcast the said broadcast that you people said is a crime? It's in London, okay? So if it was in London, how comes about the jurisdiction of Nigeria trying the broadcast that was made in London?
My people, you will understand that Nigeria has no power over anything relating to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's trial. But they will always force themselves to do whatever they want to do against anybody. We do not want that type of lifestyle. We have had enough of it. We are tired already. We need our own nation. I will continue to say this. I've always said it, that Nigeria, the size of Nigeria is such that you cannot control many people out of it easily. In the Europe, which is almost the same size as Nigeria, or the one they call Nigeria, because Baba Awolowo said that Nigeria is not a country. It's only a geographical expression, which I agree with. I agree with it. It is only a geographical expression because it was converted from Royal Niger Company to Niger area. That's all. That does not mean anything. We have more than 5 nations in that country. And you cannot be controlled all these years by the type of human beings who wants to continue to control us. You want to Islamize people. You don't want to give them food. You don't want to give them hospital. You don't want to give them education. You don't want to give them road. Nothing at all. You just want to Islamize. Do you Islamize dead people? Is it not human beings that you will come with your religion? How can you be killing people because you want to bring in your religion by force? And you think that everybody will be sitting watching you. So when they're coming, all they do is to, indoctrinate your people, like Gumi told the governors in Southeast to arm and equip Igbo youths to fight IPOB. That's brothers fighting brothers. That is violence. That's all they know. We cannot live with those people. Onyendu has been talking about peaceful separation. They don't want it. And everybody kept quiet in that region. But now, what is happening? Everybody is seeing it. Onyendu said it. Who said it? That these people are coming. Now they are everywhere. Let me play this video.
That London doesn't have law. We are going to have interesting time ahead. Anyway, nobody knows what is going to happen. Okay? But all I know is that at the end, Nnamdi Kanu will be freed. But, the conspiracy against Nnamdi Kanu is much. The man is a strong man. If not, by now, he could have succumbed to anything they will bring to the table as negotiation. Maybe even disowning IPOB to fight for, Biafra anymore. Okay? Anyway, let's listen to Kanu Agabi and Ando Ejimako.
Yes, the conspiracy against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is too much. The man is a strong man. Of course, he's a strong man. Onyendu told us, I will not disappoint you. So for some people who might be grumbling, oh, sit at home is too much. It's not too much. Onyendu has been sitting at home, sitting in one place for the past 4 years because of us. If not the BLA, which was converted from ESN to BLA, that Onyendu formed, we wouldn't have had any place, because Fulani, once they capture your land, they will take it over, change the name, change everything, all the narratives, everything that was customized or was your culture, they will change it. If not for the BLA, that's why we always encourage people to take advantage of biafragov.org/donate. Is here on the link, or you call this number that you see here, and I will explain to you how IOU works. IOU is a loan you will give to Biafra government in exile for us to equip our liberation army and protect our land. We have legal right to defend ourselves and protect our lives and property of the people. That's why Onyendu is detained till tomorrow. So let's continue, my people.
Before we move forward.
From PW1. Are you comfortable?
We're very comfortable, but first of all, we thank God for today. We thank God that the matter has eventually kicked off without rancor. You needed to have been in court. to observe the proceedings. All the parties cooperated, and BW1 testified. BW1 is Mr. AAA, as he was designated. He investigated the matter 10 years ago, and today he came and gave his evidence and tendered documents. The matter is very simple. The state has a case against our client, and we are defending him. And for the first time, the matter has been opened, and we have heard what the evidence is. On Friday, we are coming back to cross-examine him. But in the main, the matter has commenced on a good note, very sound note, very civilized trial. And we hope by the grace of God we'll continue on this note and get to the end.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Reason why we have to say something in addition to what the SAN has said. This gentleman here, these lawyers standing with me here, are members of the old guard. We have been there from the get-go, so we know the nitty-gritty of this case. Well, what I can add is we are finally here. The government is finally having the trial that it desires. Our position still remains unchanged despite this ongoing trial. That our client is innocent of the charges, that the case is driven by political considerations, and in the end, the innocence of our client will be established. So we take it from here to 2nd May, when we are going to subject the government witness who testified today. We are going to submit him to, or subject him to examination, and then the truth shall begin to be revealed to everybody. Thank you very much. We appreciate you always being around to cover this very political trial that has been ongoing for the past
political.
They are only deceiving you. And if you allow yourselves to be deceived, things can only get worse. Foreign terrorists will take over your land. Time and time again, I have warned you on this very matter, but some of you never ever listened. I told our Yoruba friends that this thing you're supporting, this very evil government you're supporting, when they tagged IPOB a terrorist group, you supported them. You are going to pay a very heavy price for it. Had the Yoruba journalist stood up and said, IPOB did nothing wrong, you cannot tag them a terrorist group, believe you me, by today, you will not have Fulani people occupying Yoruba forests and farmlands. Because in this life, what goes around comes around. If you support evil today because you're benefiting, eventually that evil will overwhelm you. The same thing happened to APC. The same thing happened to Fulani Caliphate. They brought in terrorists from all across the Sahel. They brought them into Nigeria.
Yes, let me play you the video of the Omoteko catching 100 and something terrorists yesterday. They were all in a van, or will I call it in a truck, likely to be Dangote's truck, because Dangote is always the one giving his people trucks that will be conveying terrorists down to southeast and to other parts of the country. Let me find this video. You will see that these people, they are not giving up. The Fulanis are not giving up. They have come to conquer, to live in a land that, you know, they don't deserve. To terrorize people. That's all they do. My people, our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he is $1 million man. I love him so much, and I will forever, you know, listen to this.
Bang, 114 invaders were apprehended by Amotekun 114 as they were about being distributed into different forests in the southwest. 114 loaded in trucks. These are big trucks. That's where they were loaded. They apprehended 114 from 2 different trucks. And from what I got, they said only 3 out of the 114, that is 111, don't know where they were going to. They just loaded them in trucks and brought them down here. And guess what? They saw some local weapons with them. I don't want to say much. I'd like you to watch this video. I'll come back and explain a few things here. But just watch this video. Make sure you're sharing it for me so that someone else will get to see this video. Just so you will understand that all of these killings and everything happening currently is born out of the fact that the government has paid a nonchalant kind of behavior or attitude towards everything. Just watch this video so you understand.
You see them. You see them lined up.
Ask them like that. Follow them. These are some of the things they use in protecting Okada. Once they hit,
You see the truck. So my people, I am one person that love making my programs with videos as evidence. This will not stop in a hurry. It will not stop. The only thing that is good, the only thing that we will welcome is that every nation should go their way in Nigeria. In Europe, there are up to 9 or 10 countries in Europe. Why are we being modeled up to be buying ourselves, to be hating ourselves? Like I said, America and Britain fought 1775, 1776. They fought. And today they are business partners. If the North, if they want the oil, they will say it in a very gentle tone, and it will be negotiated. That you have something that only you cannot finish means that you can share with somebody or your brother or your sister. Onyendu said that any country that wants oil can come and take. But what we want most is our freedom. He said it when he was still doing programs. And I started following Onyendu since year 2000 and either 15 or 16. Thereabout. Onyendu, everything he said, some of the things, I heard them. He said that if you want oil, we will give it to you. But you have to come in peace. You don't come with violence, killing people, burning people's houses. How do you negotiate with somebody who is a very violent person? As the kingdom of heaven said, that during the time of John the Baptist, that kingdom of heaven suffered violence, and men of violence took it by force. We have to take our freedom by force. Let's listen to Onyendu. Today is for Onyendu, my people.
To force Jonathan out of office. Now Jonathan is out of office. They are now, of course, reaping what they sowed all of them.
I've seen tons of video recently that the forest of the Yoruba people, let's say the Yorubas. The issue now is that what do you think that the Yorubas are mixing, or what do you think that Yoruba did wrong that makes this Fulani to take over their forest, and what should other states do to avoid these same occurrences in the future?
That is the price you pay for duplicity. That is the price you pay for treachery. That is the price you will continue to pay until you rise up and say enough is enough. It is up to you to do it. You did it during NSAS. you can do it again. Can you imagine Fulani people telling you, if you remove Fulanis from Yoruba forest, imagine Fulani telling you, if you remove them from your ancestral lands, there will be war, and you are panicking. And you have not asked yourself, why are they not saying something about the East? Why did they not say to Eastern Security Network? Why did they not say to me, if you don't stop evacuating Fulani terrorists from the forest, there will be war? Because they know, they understand psychologically that you don't have what it takes to resist them. Your lives are being taken away from you. Your forests are being occupied. Your mothers are being raped. Your daughters are being abducted. And the whole national government, presidency, is supporting such people. And you're telling me that Nigeria is viably sustainable. Is that what you're telling me? That somehow this contraption is sustainable, it is viable. It can never be. Because the more you stay in one Nigeria, the more you are inviting the Fulanis to take over your ancestral lands, take over your villages, and to make life a misery for you. That is the end game. That is the outcome. If you doubt me, go and do a bit of research. Ask yourself, who are the Hausa people? Who are the Nupe people? Who are the Bachama people? All of these people were steamrolled by the Fulani march to the Atlantic Ocean. And now they're in Yoruba land. They're in their forests. They are in their forests. And who's going to drive them away from there? If not the Yoruba youths. Forget about your useless governors. Your elders are very strong. I love Yoruba elders. The way they behave, the way they talk. Very, very strong. They say they support Akeredolu. This is governor from those states. They support him in what he's doing. People must come out to say that enough is enough. When you travel to the north, do you live in the forest in the north? The Igbo people in Sabangari in Kano, are they living of course, it's Hausa land? Are they living in the forest? They came to the town.
Yes, my people, our leader is very correct. We live in the north, fair enough, but we don't live in the bushes. We do not terrorize people. Like if you go to the north, that's where we get groundnut, we get beans, we get rice, even fish. We do not stop any of their farmers like they are stopping farmers in the south, the whole of south. They are terrorizing in southeast. They are terrorizing people in southwest. Everywhere they are terrorizing people in Borno state. In fact, now they control Borno. When they go to Borno state, you want to go to farm, you have to pay. That is what they want to bring. These are people who came 1804 or 1808 with Usman Dan Fodio. And then till tomorrow, their population can never be up to one state in the whole of Southeast or any other state. But they want to be controlling you. Why? Because they are violent in nature. They are very violent people. No one can afford to cohabit with the Fulanis. You can't be their neighbor. They are all rising people. So, my people, this is what our leader is saying here.
They work very hard. They build houses, they build mansions, they develop the entire place. Is that not what they do? What are Fulani people doing in our forests? Nobody can answer that question. They say that they're pastoralists. World aspiring to be a member of the UN Security Council, where you move cattle from place to place. Are you people well at all? You so-called Nigerians, are you normal in the brain? I'm asking you a simple question. Show me a country that aspires to be in the 21st century, moving cattle from place to place. Tell me they're grazing. Which country is that? Please tell me. All of you don't have any shape. When you have people, an entire presidency coming out to defend a very primitive, archaic agricultural practice, then you know you're a very serious mess. You are in one almighty problem, I'm telling you. People are in a mess.
If you're between 50 and 80 and live in England, this might surprise you. I know it surprised me.
Almighty problem, I'm telling you. People are in a mess. The Holland that you get your big milk from, do they move cattle from Rotterdam to Amsterdam? I'm asking you a simple question. That they produce the big milk that you're drinking every blessed day. Why can't Fulani produce big milk in Sokoto? Why can't they produce Carnation milk in Kano? They have the cattle. Before the white man Britain came and handed over Nigeria to Fulani? Ask your grandfathers, please, or your grandmothers. Centuries ago, you have to go back to history to understand how Nigeria came into existence. Fulani has been expanding from day one. From Senegambia. All the way from Senegambia, they've been expanding, and now they are in Okigwe. All the way from Senegambia. They are now in Okigwe. You are setting up yourself to become like the Hausa people. Remember when Hausa was supporting Fulani? We are Hausa Fulani, we are Hausa Fulani. Where are the Hausa people today? I ask you. Where are those Hausa people today? Do you see them anymore? They're saying we are Hausa Fulani, we are Hausa Fulani. Do you see them again today? Do you see them? I'm asking you. No, because Fulani have completely overwhelmed them. It's called emasculation. Completely emasculated them than what is happening right now. I ask you what is happening now. Fulani have now come out to tell you we are Fulani people. Is that not what they are saying now? They are not telling you we are Fulani. No more Hausa Fulani. What does that tell you? That the Hausa race no longer exists. Do you want the same thing to happen to you? Hausa is gone. It took Fulani very many years before they came out of their shell. Remember before, many years ago, they told you we are Hausa Fulani. We are Hausa Fulani. Because that time, their subjugation of the Hausa race hasn't been completed. Now they have completed it. Have they not completed it? In the East, they come to the East, I will tell you, oh, you want to be the president or vice? Yeah. They say, give us land for Ruga. They give them land. I saw you so can't do that law Banta. They have taken it over in forever and ever.
Yes, so.
Give us land in your state. Hope most of them have proved to us that you are stood to give us land in Olu. Hope most of them will give them land in Olu. We can go and kill people in people. We can kill for them. How many Fulani governors are prepared to kill bandits? I didn't say normal people. I'm talking about armed, dangerous bandits. How many Fulani governors? Go and read your news.
Yes, said how many northern Fulani governors? Because it's only Fulanis that govern them in the north. You cannot see a real Hausa man, an origin of Hausa, a born Hausa person ruling anywhere. All the states in the north are Fulani ruling them.
Finally, Jude.
You know, they are all Fulanis. You can never see them.
So as I started thinking about
Even the emir or Sokoto or Sultan of Sokoto, he told you that Boko Haram, the terrorists, that if you touch them, that God will not be happy with you. Garba told us that the terrorists are their own civil defense, protecting them, that they are also fighting for their own freedom. So why are you chasing after other people who have their own army to fight for their own freedom? And I was made to understand yesterday by my minister that the reason why they are chasing after our own defense is that we want integrated. But they don't know that because we go to school, we know the issue, we have knowledge of the best way to live in that region. To divide everybody. When Nigeria is so lopsided, you can never rule Nigeria. This war, if we are not fighting to bring everything to a standstill or to a stop, it will continue. Because Fulanis, they don't care. They don't care. They want to finish everybody. The minority that wants always to fight the majority, believing that they will conquer you. You will never see any Hausa person in their government. It's all Fulanis. As Onyendu rightly said, they took time to reduce these people to the background, reduce them to nothing. And how do they do it? They will either use your brother or your sister to do it. That is their own education. That is their own knowledge. They will use your brother, that is Takia, lies to bring you down. Just like Ngozi Orabufulani is now being used. After they used Ifani Ejiofor, Onyendu's lawyer, and the governors to bring Onyendu back, they now use Ngozi and her own group to detain our PM. This is how Fulani operates. Just look back. Onyendu is very, very correct. Our prophet, everything Onyendu prophesied had all come to pass. That's why I am very, very strong in fighting for Biafra, joining my people to fight, because I know that Biafra is tough now, but it will definitely come. We don't have to lose faith, because it will definitely come.
Because you will see it there. Fulani governors are negotiating with them, giving them arms, giving them vehicles, making sure that their life is no longer a misery. But see, they come down to the south. They tell you, give us land for Ruga. Go and kill your people to prove to us that you want Nigeria. That was why Obioso was talking about it. She was talking, yesterday or 2 days ago. Supported by the BBC. The problem you people have in Nigeria is this. Your journalists, see people, Punch newspaper, Tribune, Vanguard, and Nation, they are your second worst enemies. I'm telling you the truth. They can never ever be objective in their reportage. Never, ever, ever.
Never.
That's why all of you are suffering.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't know it. They were the same people used to scuttle the NSAS protest. Of course, some of you went about looking for Indomie in warehouses. Only Fulani stooges can now emerge in the East. It took them very many years, nearly 50 years, to accomplish the very simple task of making sure that everybody, be it Ohanese, be it Pandev, be it Governor, anybody you're bringing out must come to the north to swear allegiance to the caliphate. All of them. Bano. Is there any political godfather in the East? There is none. They all go to the north to go and swear allegiance to the Janjaweed. That is why our life is in a mess. That is why they can put someone like Obi also and make him the Ohanese President General. In front of our eyes, in front of Koro. And what did they bribe? They gave money to BBC, they gave money to all Zoo newspapers, they started to trumpet. Obi also, Apex Group, Apex. You saw them holding their meeting under a canopy. A turn without shame. The whole Ohanese. Under sand, canopy. Maybe you saw it, disgraceful and shameful. Talking rubbish. The man looks like a janjaweed anyway. Talking nonsense. These are people they have prepared for you to sell you down the drain. By the time the Fulanis are done with you, believe you me, if you don't rise up now to fight for your freedom, by the time Fulanis are done with you, you'll be more useless than a Hausa peasant doing Babiyala. In 2014, 2015, 2016, they said he's a warmonger. He's a warmongering. I went to America and I told World Igbo Congress that this war you are avoiding is going to come to your villages. They said, no, it's not going to happen. What is happening today?
Exactly.
When Yoruba was supporting the dead idiot called Buhari, did I not warn them that this evil you're supporting will consume you? They never listened. They never wanted to listen. IPOB is a terrorist group. You're trying to divide Nigeria. But Mietiana is not. People that you are calling bandits, have you heard anybody come out to say, please, Buhari, since presidency is there defending terrorists in the forest, why don't you proscribe them? No, you cannot proscribe a Fulani group. Never. And all of you are supporting evil. When there is the proscribed IPOB, proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, these are Yoruba journalists writing junk. Every day they keep writing rubbish. But their land is under siege. In order to ensure that they get into you, they subjugate you. Look at Yoruba land, a lorry. Yoruba, how did you lose a lorry? You lost a lorry because somebody thought or felt that by aligning himself with what he felt was a superior Fulani force, he can defeat his own people. Afanja, what happened? As a result of that miscalculation, the great Yoruba race lost Ilorin to Fulani Caliphate. That is why in Ilorin you have an emir of Ilorin, not an Oba of Ilorin, answerable to Sokoto. That is where Lai Muhammad comes from. You can see them. Sokoto slaves in Yoruba land. When I say that it's not religion, it has nothing to do with religion.
Breaking news, a whistleblower reveals a car finance scheme affecting millions of drivers.
Yes, my people, that is where this video has come to an end. It has come to an end. I will have to on a few things. Let's listen to Barrister Dele Farotimi. I am one of his fans. He is one of the Yoruba men that I respect so much because he is never economical with the truth. He tells it the way it is.
I remember the narratives offered by Kawu Baraje, former National Secretary, I believe, of the APC. This is reported in Business Daily of the 2nd of August, 2022. Baraje was speaking at the occasion of his 70th birthday. And he said, on record, that in the lead up to the 2015 election, they, as the APC, imported Fulanis from Sierra Leone, from Mali, from Senegal, from Niger, and from Chad. It was very specific. He did not mention any other ethnic nationality. He spoke specifically of the Fulani. He said they imported Fulanis from Sierra Leone, Mali, Senegal, Niger, and Chad. I'm not sure if we had influxes from Equatorial Guinea or if the ones in other parts were equally invited, for it was specific. And in 2015, a rabid Fulani, a Muslim fanatic, was elected president of Nigeria.
Yes, my people, you have heard what Dr. Barrister Farotimi is saying. You see, the thing is that Africans, it's a shame, very painful that we are not united. Now, the Europe, you could see how they are fighting Ibrahim Traore and the people who are joining France to fight him because they don't want him to rise. Like the way Gaddafi was silenced, the way any other African president who they don't want to rise up will be silenced. Somebody like Kwame Nkrumah and Patrice Lumumba of Congo. Once they feel that you are blocking their interest. But if we are united, that will never happen. But they will use your own people to destroy you. Like now, the record shows that Ibrahim Traore, the captain, the youngest president in the whole world, that he has suffered 18 assassination attempts. Otherwise, if Africans are good with each other, all these countries that Barrister Farotimi has mentioned will be contacted in a situation where Africans have their own brothers back. They will be contacted because the Fulani fighting in our land is not the Fulani that were raised in the Hausa land. They go to various African countries. Their president should be contacted and warned not to allow any of their dirty terrorists to leave their nation to go and be buying people in another African nation. You have seen how many trailers that Omoteko intercepted yesterday morning, and there are 114 terrorists from different parts of Africa going to kill other African nations. And you think that anything good will come from there. That's why they look down on us, because they know that we are not united. They know that we don't love ourselves. And what is the case? What is the problem? Why can't we unite? Now, many people are calling for a unanimous support of Ibrahim Traore, because they are all uniting to get rid of him, so that they will continue to descend on the mineral resources deposited in his own country. Hello, my darling precious. You are here. Thank you for joining us. Yes, my sister, let me read your submission. She said, I have never seen where in the world where someone who come to testify against the accuser wear face mask. Nigeria is a scammer, liar. This is what they specialize. They don't think of development. No, exactly what I'm saying. Because if Africans, they love themselves, all these countries, Mali, Niger, Chad, and the rest of them, is where Shetima goes to hire all these Fulanis being exported to southwest and southeast. And they will turn around and go to Finland and tell Finland that our PM is the one causing insecurity in the southeast. Whereas they have infiltrated all the bushes. Gumi said it, that they are 9 million, over 9 million plus, that are in all the bushes. So, my people, it is just a very shameful thing. Like this barrister said here, let me take it a little back and play it, and you will hear what he said about these terrorists.
From charge. It was very specific. He did not mention any other ethnic nationality. He spoke specifically of the Fulani. He said they imported Fulanis from Sierra Leone, Mali, Senegal, Niger, and Chad. I'm not sure if we had influxes from Equatorial Guinea or if the ones in other parts were equally invited, for it was specific. And in 2015, a rabid Fulani redentist and a Muslim fanatic was elected president of Nigeria.
Yes.
Baraja was very, very clear in also saying that the people they invited, they also harmed. Let me repeat myself. Go to the Business Day newspaper of August 2, 2022. I am quoting Kawu Baraje. He was part of the foundation of the APC. He was the fractional chairman of the breakaway PDP that was part of the foundation of the APC. There are recorded confessions on TikTok, on YouTube, almost every social media platform. You'll find Fulani people telling you. There's one particular one I watched myself, where the guy was like, look, AK-47, that they don't use it to shepherd their cows, that these were given to them. He was specific in saying that. He's on record. A friend shared the story with me, and I think he also posted these on social media. She rather, a farmer. And she recounted how she was farming somewhere in Oyo State, somewhere around Afigio. I went to school in Fititi, which incidentally is my mother's village, for those idiots who are saying my mother is Igbo. But this. Anyways, in Afigio, if you know Fititi and his axis, you know that is on the road to Oyo after this, between Oyo and Ibadan. So that's deep in the heartland of Yoruba land. And this woman says that
Immediately after the harvest season, the Fulanis would come. These are Fulanis who have lived in the community for decades. They will come, graze their cattle. In grazing their cattle, the droppings from the cattle would help to fertilize the field. The hooves would break the soil, and it was a mutually beneficial relationship. And these Fulanis would help, and they would give them fura and wara, and people had a mutually beneficial relationship. And when the cows grazed on people's farm, there was also a key, easy way of fixing the problems. They would pay reparations. They had peaceful coexistence. And then this woman told me that after a point, the Fulani came, the leader of the local Fulani who would graze on our fields came to her to say, look, I'm leaving. There are some new Fulanis in the environment. I cannot coexist with them. And the man left with his family, somebody who had lived in the neighborhood well in excess of 20, 30 years. He left.
Yes, my people. You see the point that I have made here from using this barrister's voice to do this program is for everybody to know that Fulanis, they are the sickness that the people from that region called Zugeria or Nigeria, whatever you like to call it. Nigeria is the only place, look at this, where somebody, look at that man in red. It is a man that came to court, as my sister rightly pointed out. A man came to testify against our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He is wearing mask, and the court accepted that as correct. How can you wear mask to the court? In a foreign country, their judiciary will not allow this. It's either you talk through the video if you are a child, or you appear in court in person. You cannot be giving evidence against somebody that don't know who you are. Because how can they know how to challenge who they are challenging? Because your evidence is like your word against theirs in a mask. And I can tell you that this person wearing mask must be an Igbo man. If not Ifeanyi Oba or Ifeanyi Ejiofor. How can you be a witness and you are wearing mask to the court? Only in Nigeria that such a thing can happen. Only in Nigeria can you see such a thing happen. Only in Nigeria can you see such a thing ever happen. Can you imagine wearing mask to the court and it is acceptable, oh my God, by the judge or whoever is presiding over this hearing? Shame on Nigeria. Shame on them. I'm just trying to
a political case is no longer legal because the courts have acquitted in court with him today. And in all honesty, I don't. You know why I don't? Because this case is more like it's not the legal tidbits that matters anymore. You know, it is actually a political case. Because if you say that the addition of 14 senior advocates will make a difference, you are clearly saying that, look, the other 15 people have not done a good job. They have not been diligent in the prosecution and in the defense of Nnamdi Kanu's case and all of that. And I don't want to believe that.
My people, let me tell you another information which I want every genuine Biafra to note about. There's a new account. It's a trust bank that Madam Ngozi Orabufulani. She brought this account to be paying money into it. And she put in there ah.mal, ah.mal. Now, our people, you know, when you are doing something in life, especially if that thing you are doing goes against interest of many people, because when you come to Biafra land, when you check what happened in October, November last year, you will see that after the self-referendum and the voting and everything, we have here Biafrans that voted. So we are many. Anything that happens to this number of people, a lot of interest will be in jeopardy. So if you are doing something that will affect people of this number, you have to think. You have to think. Ngozi Orabufulani lives in America. She said that she's a doctor. So she knows, she's well educated to know that no country in this world has two governments running concurrently or running on a parallel situation. She is now maintaining a parallel government. Why? Because she wants to destroy the main government. And that is what they call sabotage or treason. She's sabotaging her country or her nation, thereby committing treasonable felony against Biafra. Now, she brought this very account. When she brought the account, she said, Biafrans, let me just find it so that you will see what I'm saying. You will understand what I'm trying to say. That will definitely be my last. Yeah. That will definitely be my last. Hello, fellow Biafrans, lovers of. Yes, my people. Look at it here. Let me see if it will show. It's here, but let me read it out. She said, greetings, Biafrans. Please use this for your next upcoming USB 40 states fundraising. And she put there ah.mal. But Biafrans who are very smart, they also found out by the side of this where she actually displayed the name. Where she displayed the name, you will see the name Amadu Malam. Amadu Malam is this ah.mal. Somebody who is so criminally minded that you are so petty to destroy your own people just to please the Fulanis. That's how they work. Use it to compare this person wearing mask coming to court. Have you ever been to any court where somebody is wearing mask to come and testify against somebody? Biafrans allowing themselves to be used to destroy what their own people are doing, just for the interest of the Fulanis. Only Madam Bao or Abu Fulani knows why she is doing all that she is doing. Look at it. Amadu Malam. You see? I don't know if it is coming out clearer. I'm just trying to see how it could be seen. Look at it. Amadu Malam. Amadu Malam, how can you associate it to the name of anybody from the south or any Biafra name? So my people, think about it. This is how these people are always using our own people to destroy anyone or anything they know that is going to work against them. Because for somebody to wear mask to come and testify against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that is another gimmick, another plot to destroy. Of course, I know that his lawyers will not accept that. You are either coming to testify, leaving your face bare so that we will know who you are, or you don't come. This is what we see in our midst. Everything we are doing, Fulani must bring somebody to counter whatever we are doing. But I know that God is with us. Onyendu have prophesied because God sent him. Once he prophesied, that thing will come to pass, no matter how long it takes. My people, I thank you all that came here to join me today. I will leave you. I love you. If I hear anything, I will not hesitate. I will start from Uchenna, Enegido, Chinyere Obiefuna, Ekpa the First, Chibike, Diane, Amanda Neza TV, and Clement, Sister Precious, and yes, my sister Chinenye said something. I hate hearing the voice of that one, Mkpuru Mmiri, called Ngozi Orabu Fulani. Well, her voice is not coming. We are not even allowed anymore to show her video because we cannot afford to be promoting her for nothing. So this is how it is going to be. I will love you and leave you here. We have been here going to 2 hours now. I thank you all. That is how Onyendu's hearing today went, with them going back on Friday, 2nd of May. Remember, there will be sit at home on the 2nd as well. Sit at home today went well. All the marketplaces were shut down. Our people did not come out. And the same thing will be repeating on the 2nd and 6th of May. I love you all. Don't forget that we do our fundraising 7 p.m. Biafra time every Saturday. We have here the link, biafragov.org/donate or biafrainUSA.org/donate. Thank you, my people. I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama will continue to protect you all so that we will dance together the day we will hit our homeland. Pray for our Prime Minister to win his case coming next month. He will definitely win, because I'm sure that by now, Finland must have seen that the whole Nigeria is on fire. It's not just Southeast. Anybody making allegation against our PM in terms of security is just talking out of malice and not a factual statement. Thank you, my people. I'll leave you here. All hail Biafra, peace, progress, unity, and equity. May God continue to guide and protect all of you. I love you, my people. Thank you so much.